Hey guys, what's up? This is Bret. Welcome to this week's Friday on the Turntable. Some of you may know me from my band Audra, others from my Life on This Planet blog, or some of you just are subscribers or just stumbled across my channel, so thank you regardless. Let's get to it. Today we're talking about the artist known as Zola Jesus. And I'm going to kind of give an overview of her whole career, but specifically I'm going to be talking about two of her EPs that came out in 2010. So with that in mind, let's kind of put things into context. I know 2010 wasn't really that long ago, but I just pulled out 5 things from that year just to kind of give a context of what was going on. Robin's Body Talk. This is just one of the 3 EPs that made that album. Fantastic. Love Robin's stuff. James, their double EP, The Morning After the Night Before. Excellent. Crystal Castles, the second one, which was also titled Crystal Castles, and 2 more. How about Anthony and the Johnsons, Swan Lights. Beautiful packaging on this one. Just great. I don't know if you can catch that gloss on that cover. I've never seen a record cover that glossy. And then, how about this one? The Nationals, High Violet. This was a really excellent album. A great follow-up to Boxer, 2010. Actually, one of my favorite releases from that year. I think if I think the ranking I did, that was probably number 2 for me that year, and James was number 1. All right. So Zola Jesus, I got a little stack of stuff here I want to show you. So if it's a name you're unfamiliar with, it is the musical title or band name of a female artist named Anika Rosa Danilova from Wisconsin. Really operatic style vocals over a lot of like electronic music, some kind of ethereal sounds, some of the backing music, kind of skinny puppy-ish, or maybe even a little throbbing gristle, swans, kind of that like a bit dissonance in the background with some just beautiful soundscapes. Her voice is excellent. There's a certain iciness to it and a certain coldness, but it's kind of almost like a barrier that you break through to get to the real heart of it, which is just some really emotional stuff. And I find her work just really melodic, really catchy throughout all that. And I think she's just right now. I just am confident that she's just really going to blow up in the near future and really become just a really big artist. And just remembered one thing also that I want to pull out is she was featured on the first track of the last M83 album, Hurry Up, We're Dreaming. Fantastic opening track. A lot of people just know that Midnight City track, but the song before it, the female vocalist on that is Zola Jesus, and that is just an incredible piece of music. So she put out her first single she had like a little limited press on a really small label, but then when she was signed to Sacred Bones, this was the first single that came out, and it's a 7-inch for Sewer, and it was backed with Odessa. Now her early stuff is a bit more lo-fi, the recordings, and that kind of came to a culmination on her first record, which came out in 2009, so not really that long ago. And this is the Spoils on Sacred Bones. All the Sacred Bones labels releases all have this really old school kind of sleeve design there. But excellent album, her first one, and available in stereo only. I like the way they did that on there. But like I said, it's more lo-fi. The melodies are there. And then when that was recorded in her apartment while she was in college. And then in 2010, she released this one here, which is one of the ones I'm going to specifically talk more in the following one. And this is Stridulum. This is a 6-song EP. It was recorded on a Soft Queen in the womb of a Wisconsin winter, 2009. So I'm assuming this was recorded right in her own bedroom. Just a really striking album cover there as well. This has just some really excellent stuff. The opening track on it, called Night, is just a killer song. And some of my other favorite ones on this one are another one is Trust Me. That's just a great track in the closing track, Manifest Destiny. Actually, I'm not sure if that's the closing one. I don't know if this is out of order, but really an excellent release. After that came out was a 4-song EP, and this is my absolute favorite release of hers. It's just 4 songs, and every track on it is just a gem. This is Veloozia. I don't know if you can catch that. I'll try to angle it a little bit to see if it catches a glare. But you can see the text is white there, which has the title, and you see that, just a really beautiful cover there. 4-song EP, also on Sacred Bones. I want to show you the sleeve to this one because it's just such a striking inner sleeve there. 4 songs, like I said, every track in this one is just a gem. It's really emotional, and I just wanted to point out some of the lyrics on this one. To say there's a favorite track, they're all 4 of them are just great, as I just said over and over again. But there's a line in the song, Poor Animal, where she says, I am not your savior, save me please. There's a certain, and it's coincidental that I featured Lou Reed's Berlin album last week, because almost the deeper kind of underlying theme that seems to run through these songs is kind of a relationship that's in a real kind of perhaps a dark place, going through some transition. And there's some other lines where in the song Sea Talk, which is just great, it has some lyrics. When you tell me not to cry, did you understand I can't help it? Did you understand I don't have a choice? Do you want to go? Do you really know I don't ever stay awake for you? Just really, really intense. I'm sick, honey, and I don't got the money. And then Light Sick, beautiful piano, emotional. When the lights go out on us is kind of the reoccurring chorus line on that one. Just a beautiful track. So if you have not heard Zola Jesus, I highly recommend starting with this Veloozia EP. Like I said, this is my absolute favorite release. And the 2 of these, both Stridulum, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, these 2 were compiled to make her second album, and it's called just Stridulum 2. And it's actually, there's 1 track that's left off. I don't actually have that released because it's actually 1 song less than these 2. So definitely pick both of these up. I think they're fantastic releases. And then, just in 2011, and I don't know why I don't have this on vinyl. I have it on CD, but this is Conatus. It is a 11-track CD. I'll pull out that artwork in case there's a glare there. This is the tour I saw her on back in February of 2012. And live, she's really little, and I'll tell you, she just commanded that stage. The energy with what she's doing vocally and all the movement on stage, it was just a really emotional experience. She went out into the crowd. Highly recommend. Definitely catch her live. If you see her coming to town, definitely do that. And I'm not a huge fan of remixes, but there's something to say if David Lynch wants to remix one of your songs, because that's exactly what he did. My favorite track actually on the album is called In Your Nature, and David Lynch actually did a remix of that track, and I have the really limited edition 7-inch, which includes David Lynch's remix, which is really good. He brings some guitar into it, which is not really a strong element in her music, but it has the gold flake title on there, and I haven't even opened this, but I didn't even realize it slides out. But this is number 41 of 200, and you can see there's actually an old-fashioned seal on there with the Sacred Bones logo, and I'll slide the actual single out there. Look at that artwork on that one. So it's got the original version on side A, and then it's backed with the remix, the David Lynch remix on there, and it's got a really nice little label with a bird on there. Definitely good. Definitely killer. So this 7-inch actually I think obviously the 200 print one is I'm sure out of print, but I know it was also released just in the original jacket like this. So anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, I think that covers it about it. And make sure I showed you all my records here first. So Zola Jesus. Let me just show you those last. Let me just show those EPs here. So we had. Here's your starting place right here, Beluga. And these are pretty inexpensive, just over, I think, right around the $12 mark is what I think I picked this up for. I ordered straight from the label, Sacred Bones. I think anytime you guys can support the indie labels like that, order direct or from your independent shop, definitely do that. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.